Good evening, Athena the Witch 13 here. Hope you've had a nice weekend. I had a very enjoyable one. And I wanted to come back and follow up on the medicine cards in this book. I'm sure you've become acquainted with it. We kind of left off at, I think, the deer and what the deer is going to reveal to us. I find these cards very interesting. It just, allows you to think a little bit as you pull these cards up, and they start to have meaning. You know, it makes you think. So we're going to start with the deer, and this is the deer. Okay. Deer, gentleness. One day, Fawn heard Great Spirit calling to her from the top of the sacred mountain. Fawn immediately started up the trail. She didn't know that a horrible demon guarded the way to Great Spirit Lodge. The demon was trying to keep all the beings of creation from connecting with Great Spirit. He wanted all of Great Spirit's creation to feel that Great Spirit didn't want to be disturbed. This would make the demon feel powerful and capable of causing them to fear him. Fawn was not at all frightened when she came upon the demon. This was curious, as the demon was the archetype of all the ugly monsters that have ever been. The demons breathed fire and smoke and made disgusting sounds to frighten Fawn. Any normal creature would have fled or died on the spot from fright. Fawn, however, said gently to the demon, "Please let me pass. I'm on my way to see Great Spirit." Fawn's eyes were filled with love and compassion for this oversized bully of a demon. The demon was astounded by Fawn's lack of fear. No matter how he tried, he could not frighten Fawn because her love had penetrated his hardened, ugly heart. Much to the demon's dismay, his rock hard heart began to melt, and his body shrank to the size of a walnut. Fawn's persistent love and gentleness had caused the meltdown of the demon. Due to this gentleness and caring, the fawn embodied the pathway is now clear for all of Great Spirit's children to reach Sacred Mountain without having to fear the demon that would be blocking the way. Dear teaches us to use the power of gentleness in touch the hearts and minds of wounded beings who are trying to keep us from Sacred Mountain. Like the dabbling of the fawn's coat, both the light and the dark may be loved to create gentleness and safety for those who are seeking peace. If deer has gently nudged its way into your card today, you are being asked to find the gentleness of spirit that heals all wounds. Stop pushing so hard to get others to change and love them as they are. Apply gentleness to the present situation and become like the summer breeze, warm and caring. This is your tool for solving the present dilemma you are facing. If you use it, you will connect with Sacred Mountain, your centering place of serenity, and the Great Spirit will guide you. Now, you know how sometimes you're driving and you encounter road rage. Okay, someone cut you off, or maybe you were distracted a little bit and you didn't speed up fast enough, and you start beeping the horn and they give you the birdie. Yeah. Well, one day that happened to me. Not the only time, but this in particular time, um, the gentleman was very nasty, gave me the birdie, and had such a nasty look on his face. So I put my window down. We were stopped at a stop sign. Put my window down, and I smiled at him and I said, "May God bless you and have a wonderful day." And he went back and he looked at me and he goes, "Yeah, you too." That's all it takes sometimes. Um, because let's face it, we all have bad days. We're human. Okay. Yeah, even witches have bad days. So sometimes that's all it takes is just to put yourself in someone else's shoes for a little bit, and recognize that we're all human and we all make mistakes. And you know what's the use of getting angry and retaliating? It's only going to cause problems. It's not going to solve anything. you know so find the way of the deer. That's basically what this card is saying. So our next one is the bear. Okay. Introspection. The strength of bear medicine is the power of introspection. It lies in the west on the great medicine wheel of life. Bear seeks honey, or the sweetness of truth, within the hollow of an old tree in the winter when the ice queen reigns and the face of death is upon the earth. Bear enters the womb cave to hibernate, to digest the year's experience. It's said that our goals reside in the West also. To accomplish the goals and dreams that we carry, the art of introspection is necessary. To become like Bear and enter the safety of the womb cave, we must attune ourselves to the energies of the Eternal Mother and receive nourishment from the placenta of the Great Void. The Great Void is the place where all solutions and answers live in harmony with questions that fill our reality. If we choose to believe that there are many questions to life, we must also believe that the answers to these questions reside within us. Each and every being has the capacity to quiet the mind and enter silence and know. Many tribes have called this space of inner knowing the Dream Lodge, where the death of illusion and physical reality overlay the expansiveness of eternity. It is in the Dream Lodge, that our ancestors sit in council and advise us regarding alternative pathways that lead us to our goal. This is the power of the bear, the female receptive energy that for centuries has allowed visionaries, mystics, and shamans to prophesy is contained in the very special bear energy. In India, the cave symbolizes the cave of Brahma. Brahma's cave is considered to be the pineal gland, that sits in the center of the four lobes of the brain. If one were to imagine an overview of the head, the top, it would be a circle. South would be the forehead, the north and the back of the skull, the west would be the right brain, and the east would be the left brain. Bear is in the west, the intuitive side, the right brain. To hibernate, Bear travels to the cave with in the center of the four lobes where the pineal gland resides. In the cave, Bear seeks answers. While he or she is dreaming of hibernating, Bear is then reborn in the spring, like the opening of the spring flowers. For eons, all seekers of dream time and of vision have walked the path of silence, calming the internal chatter, reaching the place of rite of passage, the channel of pineal gland. From the cave of Bear, you find the pathway to the dream lodge and the other levels of imagination or consciousness. In choosing Bear, the power of knowing has invited you to enter the silence and become acquainted with Dream Lodge so that your goals may become concrete reality. This is the strength of the bear. So basically, if you can akin yourself to the bear during the hibernation of the winter months goes inward and seeks silence. Silence that brings the bear back to what has gone on all year long and how to deal with it. What could have been done, what could have been changed. And so he goes in, or she goes in, and looks deeply within and does some shadow work, basically. So that's the strength of the bear, introspection. And we can all use that. You can do that every day. You don't have to wait till the winter months to be the bear, okay? You could do that with meditation, okay? Quieting yourself, after a stressful day, just lie down or sit, whichever makes you comfortable. Take in some deep breath and hold to the count of 7. Then when you exhale real slowly and let all that air out. And as you leave that air out of you, you feel every muscle in your body start to relax. Okay? And you finally get to a place where you feel comfortable and no one can disturb you because that is your special place. Okay? And what it does, it re-energizes you. It allows you to regain your energy and your focus, and answers come to you. You may have had questions prior to going into that state of mind, and little by little, these answers come to you. So that's the bear. We go on next to the snake. The snake. Now, I think we did the snake, but I'm going to briefly go over it. As a nurse, we get pinned with the caduceus, and the caduceus is the sign of the snake for medicine. Okay. Transmutation. Snake medicine people are very rare. The initiation involves experiencing and living through multiple snake bites, which allows them to transmute all poison, be they mental, physical, spiritual, or emotional. The power of the snake medicine is the power of creation, for it embodies sexuality, psychic energy, alchemy, reproduction, and association or immortality. The transmutation of the life, death, rebirth cycle is exemplified by the shedding of the snake's skin. It is the energy of wholeness, cosmic consciousness, and the ability to experience anything willingly and without resistance. It is the knowledge that all things are equal in creation, and that those things which might be experienced as poison can be eaten, ingested, integrated, and transmuted if one has the proper state of mind. Thought the Atlantean, who later returned as Hermes and was the father of alchemy, use the symbology of two snakes intertwined around a sword to represent healing, what I was talking about, the Cadusa. Complete understanding and acceptance of the male and the female within each organism creates mending of the two into one, thereby, the yin and yang, thereby producing divine energy. The medicine teaches you on a personal level that you are a universal being. Through accepting all aspects of your life, you can bring about the transmutation of the fire medicine. This fire energy was functioning on the material plane, creates passion, desire, procreation, and physical vitality. On the emotional plane, it becomes ambition, creation, resolution, and dreams. On the mental plane, it becomes intellect, power, charisma, and leadership. When the snake energy reaches the spiritual plane, it becomes wisdom, understanding, wholeness, and connection, a need within you to transmutate some thought and action or desire so that the wholeness may be achieved. This is a very heavy magic. But remember, magic is no more than a change in consciousness. Isn't that what it's about, really? Become the magician or the enchantress, transmute the energy, and accept the power of the fire. So, bringing together all possibilities from the female energy and the male energy, from the psychic to the physical, the emotional, all of that is achieved, okay, through transmutation. So what does the magician do? The magician just transforms whatever object he or she wants through manifestation of the power from within. You concentrate. I just finished making a batch of paint oil. Oh, I can't talk tonight. I better take a sip. Excuse me. A batch of paint oil because someone in my office asked me for it, and it's been going around. I made it for one person, and that person shared it with another person. And then that person asked me to please bring one in the office for her. And then another person asked me just Friday at the end of the day if I could make her a batch. So I said I would, which I did. And, making the paint oil is a way to promote healing. It's certain herbs and essential oils that I put together. And what it does is it, through the power of enchanting over each and every part that I put into the oil, I say that may this oil achieve healing for those who are inflicted with pain. And each essential oil that I put in, I say that. So the belief that you put in the product that you are trying to achieve is the magical part. You are conjuring up all of that power within you to transmutate these essential oils, if you will, into healing properties. So that's the part of the snake, that caduceus with the snake twining down, and it's basically the sign for medicine, for healing, for understanding, for wholeness, if you will. Okay. The next one is the skunk. Well, He's not my favorite animal, I can tell you that much, but he is cute. He's not my favorite because my dogs have gone skunked by it, and we've done a lot of things to try and get the smell out. Let me tell you, it takes a lot. So the skunk reputation. Skunk medicine. Go ahead and laugh. This furry little animal has a reputation that contains a great deal of power. Due to its distinctive behavior, humans give this tiny, smelly creature a wide berth. The key word here is respect. Unlike other predatory animals, skunk does not threaten your life, but threatens your senses. Oh, yes, it does. You know this to be true if you have ever been in the vicinity of its spray. In observing the habit pattern of skunk, it is easy to notice the playfulness and nonchalance of its natural behavior. The I dare you attitude of this four-legged creature commands you, as the observer, to respect its space by mere reputation alone. Yeah, we all know if a skunk's around, you want to avoid it. Skunk is teaching you that by walking your talk and by respecting yourself, you will create a position of strength and honor reputation. The carriage of your body relates to others what you believe about yourself. There is no need to bully, aggravate, torment, or overpower other beings when your sense of self is intact. As with skunk, the resonant field of energy around your body is relayed through senses. Self esteem permeates the body's energy, and it instantly recognized on an sensory level by others. Learn to assert without ego what you are. Respect follows. Your self respectful attitude repel those who are not of like mind, and yet will attract those who choose the same pathway. As the odor of the skunk attracts others of its kind, it repels those who will not respect its space. Skunk medicine people have the ability to attract others, and they are very charismatic. At the same time, the other side of the natural power is to repel those who seek to take energy from them without recycling the gifts they have given. Skunk medicine people also know how to use the energy flow that will attract a lover. Some people call this sexual magic, as it is akin to the musk scent that animals excrete to attract a mate. It can be dangerous to leak sexual energy if you are not looking for a mate. It puts you into a game condition that may feed your ego, but not how others feel about you. If you are attracting others who have an interest in you, you are in a sense saying, I'm available. This can cause hard feelings when the truth comes out. It also leaks energy that you could have used in a more constructive way. In skunk medicine, it is good to learn how to handle energy flow. Modern psychologists call this body language. In tribal teaching, this is your personal medicine, which you are showing to others. Use your medicine well, and know that you are known by your reputation. How you use your energy will attract either honor or disgrace. You may want to examine what energy you are putting out that creates your present situation. If you have chosen the symbol, you are being asked to notice the kinds of people who are attracted to you. If they emulate favorable characteristics, have enough of self-esteem to recognize those characteristics within yourself. Walk tall and be proud of the accomplishments you have made. Bear in mind that when you believe about you, what you believe about yourself is what ultimate projection, and self-respect is. So the skunk, as we know, if you get close enough to it and you invade its privacy, it's going to spray you. And it's not a very nice scent. It takes forever to get rid of it. And you definitely don't want to bring your animal in the house when they got sprayed because the whole house will smell skunk. And I guess in a way, it's talking about the way people perceive you, the way you act. Okay. If you have self respect for yourself, then you have a reputation of being someone that is respectful and people want to get to know. People want to be attracted to you. On the other hand, if you are not respectful of yourself, that also attracts the wrong kind of people, okay, and gets you in a lot of trouble. So that is the reputation of the skunk, saying, be careful about what you put out there because others are going to, unfortunately, judge you, you know. And what's the old saying? An impression upon someone is within minutes. So whatever you bring forth when you meet someone for the first time, that person who meets you either will think, oh, nice person, okay, or, oh, I'm not too sure, I'll have to wait and see. So that's humanity. That's human life. That's how we all are, we shouldn't judge, but hey, you know what? We do. And we're judged, okay? Witches are judged all the time, every day, okay? I had someone come up to me the other day and saw my bracelet, and on my bracelet, I have a pentagram. Oh, what is that? I said, it's a pentagram. Why? Why are you wearing that? Because I'm a witch. You're a what? I'm a witch. And I say it very proudly. Now, some people accept it, some people don't. Some people probably judge me and say, what a wackadoo. Or some people go, interesting. That's the way humanity is. What can I tell you? But that's the lesson of the skunk. Reputation. Beware of your reputation. The next one we have is the otter. Okay. So, woman medicine. Okay. The medicine held by otter is a set of lessons in female energy. This applies to both men and women, as all of us have female sides. The otters hid in a very often, wait a minute, the otters hide in a very often used to make medicine bags for powerful women because it represents balanced female energy. Otter is very caring of its young and will play for hours performing all types of acrobats. It lives on land but always has its home near water. The elements of earth and water are the female elements. At home in both of these elements, otter is the personification of I can't talk today. Femininity. Long, sleek, and graceful, otter is the true coquette of the animal world. Otter is always on the move and is very curious. Unlike other animals, otter will not start a fight unless it is attacked first. This joyful little creature is adventuresome and assumes that all other creatures are friendly until proven otherwise. These character traits are the beauty and the balanced female side, the side of ourselves that creates a space for others to enter our lives without preconception or suspicion. Otter teaches us that balanced female energy is not jealousy or catty, it is sisterhood. It contends to enjoy and share the good fortune of others, anchored in the understanding of all accomplishments are worthwhile for the whole of the tribe. Otter people express joy for others. Excuse me. Long ago in tribal law, if a woman were widowed, her sister would offer her own husband to the widow as a lover to keep her from drying up and not using her creative urges. Wow. This is otter medicine too. Envy or the fear of being replaced has no space in the otter's balanced understanding of sharing goodness. Women energy without games or control is a beautiful experience. It is the freeness of love without jealousy. It is the joy of loving other people's children and their accomplishment as much as you would love your own. It may be time to examine your feelings about sharing the bounty of your life with others. Others may be saying that the finer qualities of women need to be striving for both men and female so that a unity of spirit can be achieved. This would involve the destruction of jealousy and all the acts of anger which stem from that fear. It would mean keeping a hawkeye on your ego and maintaining total trust. It would mean a world full of people coming together to honor the right of each person to be. If you have drawn this symbol, Otter may be telling you to become the playful child and to simply allow things to unfold in your life. It may be time to stop your addiction to worrying. Otter also teaches the importance of not hanging on to material things that would bind you or become a burden. In looking at how you can learn from Otter's habit, you might look at the joyfulness of the receptive side of your nature. Have you given yourself a gift recently? Have you received any messages in your meditation? Become Otter and move gently into the river of life. Flow with the waters of the universe. This is the way of balance, female receptive energy. Honor it. In doing so, you will discover the power of the woman. Now, the medicine woman in the otter. Jealousy is part of being human. We all have it, you know. Some have it to a higher degree than others, okay? Um, but when you feel secure about who you are, okay, and the person that you are with, whether it be another female or male, doesn't matter to me, um, then there is no jealousy. It's when you don't feel secure, okay, and that may be because of the way the other person is acting, and that puts some doubt in your mind, and then the jealousy creeps up, okay? It's the green eyed monster, so to speak. But as women, we tend to belong to what's called a sisterhood. Now, some of us don't, but uh, when you do, it's really great. It's wonderful to have other women like minded and sharing in what you believe and so forth. And the magic of that is that we become very creative, you know? And I think men are also now, when they go out with their buddies and have a drink or, play cards or whatever guys do, play a sport, whatever they're into. That's how they develop their camaraderie, their relationship to other men of, their gender, and create bonds of friendship. And that is, healing, okay? um, to feel well balanced, and that is what the otter is saying to us in a nutshell. Okay, that fear of the unknown is normal, but we can't let it overtake us. Okay, and if we feel good about ourselves, um, there's no need for jealousy. Okay, we don't let the fear get out of control. Okay, so that's a good thing. The next card is the butterfly. And I think we have one more, the turtle, and that'll be it for tonight. Transformation. Okay. People call me a chameleon. Oh, this one's a chameleon. And I kind of laugh. I have a cousin who loves butterflies. Everything around her is a butterfly. Her husband passed some years ago, and the agreement that they had between them is that um, she would know he was around when she saw a butterfly. Okay, cute. So, transformation. The power that the butterfly brings to us is akin to the air. It is the mind and the ability to know the mind or to change it. It is the art of transformation. To use butterfly medicine, you must stoutly observe your position in the cycle of self transformation. Like butterfly, you are always at a certain station in your life activities. You may be at the egg stage, which is the beginning of all things. This is the stage at which an idea is born, but has not yet become a reality. The larva stage is the point at which you decide to create the idea in the physical world. The cocoon stage involves going within, doing or developing your project, idea, or aspect of personality. The final stage of transformation is the leaving of the, what is that, chrysalis and the birth. This last step involves sharing the colors and joys of your creation with the world. If you look closely at what butterfly is trying to teach you, you will realize that it is never-ending cycle and self-transformation. The way to discern what you are in the cycle is to ask yourself, is this the egg stage? Is this just thought or idea? Is this lava stage? Do I need to make a decision? Is this the cocoon stage? Am I developing and doing something to make my idea a reality? Or is this the birth stage? Am I sharing my completed idea? By asking yourself these questions, you will discover how butterfly is relating to you at this moment. When you understand where you are, the symbol can teach you what to do next. You continue in the cycle of self transformation. If you have found the position through which you are cycling, you will see the creativity of the butterfly. Using the air or mental powers of this medicine is done with ease. As an example, if you have been feeling exhausted and have asked how to heal your fatigue, take notice of the colors you have been drawn to recently. Does your body feel better in green? Could this mean that you need to eat more green vegetables? This type of thinking is an inspiration from butterfly medicine. Butterfly can give clarity to your mental process, help you organize the project you are undertaking, and assist you in finding the next step of your personal life or career. The main message to be obtained from drawing this symbol is that you are all you are ready to undergo some type of transformation. To discern what your next move is the use of the butterfly spread. So, in other words, if you draw this card, the butterfly, you are already in the type of transformation. Now, is it the egg stage, the beginning? Is it the lava stage? You have to make a decision. Or is it the cocoon stage where you are developing something and an idea? Or is it the birth stage, the reality that you're bringing forth a completed idea? So these are all wonderful things to think about. And also, what I like here is the question: does your body feel better in green? Because it says here, how do you feel? You feel fatigued. Take notice of the color you have been drawn to recently. Now, there are days that I automatically will choose what color I'm going to wear. And then I stop and think, oh, wait a minute. Why am I wearing a lot of blue? What does that mean? To me, personally, and may mean something different to you. But if I'm wearing a lot of blue, to me, it has to do with my communication, my voice within that needs to speak more, to say more, to communicate more. Okay. And when I'm wearing red, I try not to wear too much red because I'm already a redhead, not a real redhead, it's a bottle redhead. But if I'm going to wear red, I try to use other colors within the red because all red for me brings out my aggression. I don't like that. So colors have, ways of influencing how you feel, how you act, what you say. Pink, now pink puts me in a loving mode. Green makes me feel very relaxed. Okay. And purple, just divine. Okay. So yellow, if I'm drawn to yellow, that means that I got to be creative up there. Something telling me to work on my creativity. So colors have meaning, and find out what your meaning to a color is. Okay, so our last one here for tonight is the turtle. Now, I do a lot of spells, and sometimes the spell that I'll do, I will use turtles. Now, why would I do that? Because a turtle is a slow moving animal, and I want my spell to manifest. So, why would I use a turtle? Turtle's going to take time for my spell to manifest. Why don't I use something like pepper or coffee or, I don't know, cayenne pepper, to speed the process up? Because sometimes, and I think this is important, I think sometimes we should not rush into wanting something so bad because it's a process that needs to take place. A process where you get yourself in tune to accept what's coming your way. It's like someone who hits the lottery, okay? And they hit it big, $400 million. Wait, who can use all that money? Not me. Anyhow, these people who win this kind of money, they're not used to it, okay? It might be Schmo Joe who's in the DPW trying to make a living paycheck to paycheck. And all of a sudden he gets this windfall and he doesn't know what to do with it, okay? And then he's got relatives coming out of the woodwork after him, okay? Needing a handout, all right? The thing is, it was too quick, okay? And there are so many things you have to think of when this happens and you're not prepared. So bringing in the turtle kind of like slows down the process and gives you time to get acclimated and acquainted and to make the right decisions to safeguard what you need to do with that money. Okay. So it's the same thing if you're doing a spell and you want, you know, something and, it's nice for you to get what you want. Okay. And like I said, you have to conjure up that power within yourself and enchant and make sure that you've done everything you can to bring it about. But you don't want it to come on too quick because that can create more problems. And if you look at the statistics of people who have won the lottery, a lot of them go bankrupt. They totally mismanage the money. So that's the basic of the turtles, slowing things down. Mother Earth. In Native American teaching, turtle is the oldest symbol for the planet Earth. It is the personification of goddess energy and eternal mother from which our lives evolve. We are born of the womb of Earth, okay? And to her soil, our bodies will return. In honoring the earth, we are asked by Turtle to be mindful of the cycle of give and take, to give back to Mother as she has given to us. Turtle has a shell which is similar to the protection of the earth, has employed for centuries as her body has been defiled. Mother Earth's protection has come in the form of earth changes, new plant growth, creation of new land masses by volcanoes, and climate alterations. Like Turtle, you also have shields that protect you from hurt, envy, jealousy, and the unconsciousness of others. Turtle teaches you through its habit pattern how to use protection. If you are bothered by the actions of words of others, it is time to go inside yourself and honor your feelings. If you are attacked, it is time to give a warning snap. If you have chosen the turtle symbol, you are being asked to honor the creative source within you, to be grounded to the earth, and to observe your situation with motherly compassion. Use the water and earth energies which represent turtles' two homes to flow harmoniously with your situation and to place your feet firmly on the ground in power stance. Turtle is a fine teacher of art of grounding. You may even be able to overcome some of your space cadet tendencies, placing focus on your thoughts and actions and slowing to a pace that assures completion. Turtle warns of the dangers of pushing the river as evidenced by the plodding space it keeps. The corn that is harvested before its time is not full. However, if it is given the chance to develop at its own rate, it is own season, its sweetness will be shared by all. See, if you take things before they're ready, they're not ready, so therefore you're not going to get the fullness of it. Turtles bury its thoughts like its eggs in the sand and allows the sun to hatch the little ones. This teaches you to develop your ideas before bringing them out in the light. Look at the old fable of the tortoise and the hare and decide yourself whether or not you would like to align with the turtle. Bigger, stronger, faster are not always the best ways to get to the goal. When you arrive, you may be asked where you've been, and you may not be able to remember. In that case, arriving prematurely can make you feel very immature. If you draw the turtle card, it argues a time of connecting with the power of the earth and the mother goddess within. This is a reminder of the ally you have with Mother Earth. It does not matter what situation you have created. Ask her for assistance, and abundance will flow. When you look at the turtle, like it said here, it's the oldest, according to Native American teaching, the oldest of symbols of the planet Earth because it personifies and recognizes Mother Earth as the goddess, the mother that gives us whatever we need, food, the atmosphere that we live in, the seasons, vegetables and everything, animals, clothing, and so forth. So you can't just take from Mother Earth without giving back, okay? You want to be thankful and you want to recognize that she has given us everything. And we need to replenish that. And we are stewards of the earth. And it's like the thing that bothers me a lot is when I see people throw things, on the ground where they're walking. Why can't you just hold on to it till you get home and throw it in the garbage? Why do you have to pollute the very space that you live in? Okay? The neighborhood you live in. Or loitering somewhere else, It just bothers me a lot when I see people totally disrespecting the earth. It's our planet. It's the only one we have. And we need to respect it and take care of it and nurture it. And when we don't, this is what happens. My husband and I drove to Pennsylvania. Where were we? Near the we were at the Poconos. Okay. And we were there years ago, and it was clean. Okay. And we were appalled to see, as we're driving on the road, garbage disposed all over the side of the road. And people live right there. Why is that? I can't make sense of it. I don't want to judge, but I can't make sense of it. In protecting the earth, you are protecting your own life. You are protecting it for the generation to come and their generation to come. And if we don't, you may not have one. So I guess what the turtle is saying is to be very mindful, to respect Mother Earth, to slow things down. Don't be too eager to want to accomplish things without thinking and taking the right steps to achieve it. Don't be in a hurry. Okay. Make sure you know your hand. Just like when you play cards, you better know the hands of your cards. Okay. Well, we will continue hopefully tomorrow some more on the rest of these cards. I hope you enjoyed them. I think they're interesting, insightful, and they give us things to think about, or how we, you know, see ourselves and what we believe, and come to maybe a better conclusion of how to live our lives. But it's also fun. So, with that, I bid you farewell. Good evening. I'm going to bed. It's late. So, I hope you have a great day tomorrow, and brightest blessings. Bye bye now.